Morning adventurers, it is Saturday morning and it is a very important day today. It is Sam's 30th birthday. So we're having a bit more of a chilled out one today. We're heading off to Sealife and Madame Tussauds. We're not 100% sure what we're doing for lunch yet, but for breakfast we're going to head over to Denny's, and then later on this evening we have a meal booked at Bubba Gumps. So we'll take you along for the adventure today. It's probably only going to be a short vlog, but yeah, we'll show you what we get up to. We'll see you down there. So we're just outside the front of Cabana Bay now, waiting for our Uber. Our Uber is less than $9 down to Denny's, and it's only 4 minutes away, so we're going to be having some breakfast very, very shortly. It's going to be a warm day today.
Thank you.
So the menu's got signature slams. So you got French toast, lumberjack slam, but I'm going to go for the grand slamwhich. That's going to be my breakfast choice. So Sam's choice is the coconana pancake breakfast, but because she doesn't like banana, she's going to see if we can swap that out for strawberries. Look at them. So that totaled $29.24, not too bad at all. And the Cokes are refillable, and you get one to take away with you when you leave. So we stumbled across this bargain shop walking between Denny's and Icon Park. It's opposite Vito's Chop House. So they've got loads of merch in here, it's brilliant. You've got Harry Potter, you've got a massive Disney section over that side, and then some generic Orlando stuff over to the right. So that's the name, Bargain World, and literally Icon Park is just through those trees. So we've made it to Icon Park. It was only a 5-minute walk from Denny's if we didn't stop off at the bargain shop. We're going to do Sealife and Madame Tussauds whilst we're here, so we'll take you along. Makes me feel sick even just looking at that ride. There's no way, not even for £1 million, I would get on that. Never. So we're doing our first rope drop of the holiday, 11 o'clock at Icon Park. Big lad. So we've done many of the Sealife centres back in the UK. And this one is no different, it's very similar, but it's a great experience if you're wanting an out of park day. We're really enjoying it so far. We've not got very far, we've only been here about 10 minutes, but really enjoying it. So yeah, it's definitely something to consider if you want something that's not in the parks, a little bit cheaper, and all indoors, so you've got a bit of air conditioning. So today they've got the dive times there to meet a real mermaid. So you've got the axolotls in the tank there, and also my wife somehow. Something very eye-opening there. That's a plastic bag. Looks exactly like a jellyfish. So we've just seen the option to do the behind the scenes tour. It's $10 per person. So at the current exchange rate, that cost us £19.07. We've got a return time for 25 minutes at midday. So we'll take you along and show you what the behind the scenes tour is all about. I don't know if anybody from the UK watched this. It was a show with John Bishop about returning the beluga whales. It's a brilliant watch, so if you can find it, I don't know where it will be, but I would try and find it and watch it because it was really good. So we're in the underwater bit through the tunnel, and if I flip you around, there is the mermaid. So they're underwater for a good period of the day. I think they're hour-and-a-half sessions, and there's 3 of them at a time, or 3 of them after each other, sorry. Very good for young kids. There's also a meet and greet just a bit further around with the mermaid as well. So something very, very different there. Great if you've got young kids. Obviously, me and Sam aren't young kids, but it was still something enjoyable to watch. Something very different.
Here at Sealife, we started over in the UK as a sanctuary, and then in 2015, this branch right here opened up.
So we put some footage in there of the backstage tour, the behind the scenes tour. Yeah, it was really good for $10, can't really complain. The group was a little bit too big, unfortunately. The girl doing the behind the scenes tour, unfortunately, wasn't loud enough. Even Brian Blessed had struggled to be heard in there. So we've just finished our tour of Sealife there. As you exit through the gift shop, the photos that you've had taken are already printed and waiting for you. Which I think is really bad for saying Sealife's all about conservation, and there's so many photos that have been printed that won't even get purchased. And the reason they won't get purchased, they're $49 for a photo and frame. That's more than me and Sam paid to get in to Sealife itself. So really disappointing on Sealife's part, and I hope that's something that they will change in the future. So I've just grabbed this bottle of Diet Pepsi from one of the food outlets within Icon Park. It was $4.50 for the bottle of Pepsi, and then she asked me if I wanted to leave a tip. Well, I went and got it out the fridge myself, took it over to the counter, and all she did was take the money. So that was an interesting one. I wasn't expecting that. So we're here just in the Icon Park shop now. There's not a huge amount of things in here, so we're going to move on to Madame Tussauds. So there's the current on the day pricing for the various attractions down here: Madame Tussauds, Sealife and the wheel at Icon Park. So we'll put a couple of minutes of footage in now of our walking tour around Madame Tussauds.
Football.
So we finished our time down at Icon Park. We spent about an hour in Sealife and then an additional half an hour to do the backstage behind the scenes tour. And then we spent about an hour in Madame Tussauds. Not put a load of footage in of that because it's hard to vlog in there, it's noisy, it's busy. So we just put a little bit of footage in. However, we are now at 7-Eleven, grabbing a drink, and then we're going to head back to the room, freshen up and head down to Bubba Gumps a little bit later on. We'll see you down there. So we've made a last minute decision. We're going to go into Volcano Bay for an hour before heading down to City Walk and Bubba Gumps. We'll take you for a float round. That was cold. put some very brief footage in there of our time at Volcano Bay. We was only here for 45 minutes, but it's a 5-minute walk from our room into the main entrance of Volcano Bay, so it was worth it. It was better than going in the pool at Cabana Bay. Yeah, the only thing was the lockers were still $16 and we were only about an hour and a half before park close, so I thought they may have come down in price slightly as it was towards park close. Obviously not. $16 was a little bit steep for the final hour of the day for us, so we just left our stuff and went for a quick dip. Hey guys, we're back on the big camera now after spending some time at Volcano Bay. We're heading down to City Walk to go to Bubba Gumps, hence the hat. Yeah, so we'll show you what food we get once we get there. Okay, so we've made it into Bubba Gumps. Bubba Gumps accepts the Landry's card, so at the moment we're first in line in the left-hand queue. Just over in that direction is the standard queue, so we're going to get seated as priority, which is part of the Landry's package. The Landry's card cost us $25 to purchase from the UK, however it is loaded with $25 worth of spend, so technically it's free if you use it. So yeah, definitely check it out before you travel over. We've got T-Rex later on in this trip, which is also part of the Landry's offer, so yeah, definitely worthwhile checking that out. So the bill has arrived for our trip to Bubba Gumps. Just under $60 for an appetizer, 2 drinks and 2 mains, and then we got the welcome reward for the Landry's card, which is $25 off, so our total was $36.80, an absolute bargain. some footage in there of our travels back via water taxi to Sapphire Falls, and then we're going to take a quick walk over to Cabana Bay. We are going to go around the garden path because crossing over the main road is not allowed, and there's signs up for that. But yeah, we'll go back via the garden path, nice scenic walk. We're going to go and have a drink back at Cabana Bay with Jazzy and Daphne, who are Sam's friends, who's come to join us for Sam's birthday. We'll show you what we get. We've got 2 free drinks thanks to Cabana Bay because of our honeymoon, so we're going to make the most of those. As for the meal at Bubba Gumps, yeah, nice meal. Not as nice as Hard Rock yesterday, however, theming was great, and Sam being embarrassed with everybody singing to her was probably the highlight of it, so yeah, that was good.
This will be the Swizzle punch. And